Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be our 2 looks 1 palette using the Mauves palette from Juvia's place. This is such a pretty palette. I love the look, how this first look turned out. I haven't filmed the second look yet, but I know what I want to do for it, and if it turns out the way I want to, it's going to be beautiful. As the other looks have been. The first impressions was beautiful. I love it. I'm loving how everything's performing. It's one of my favourite palettes of Juvia's places. Does that sound right? I don't know. Especially out of the 4 mini ones that I have, because I've already done 3 other ones, so go check those out as well. I think this might be my second favourite. I think the chocolates has won out so far, but this might be my second favourite. If not a very close, I think. But I love the chocolates. I just think it's so beautiful. So yeah, I love this anyway. You've got 4 mattes, 2 shimmers. So if you want to see any up close pictures of this look, then my Instagram is linked down below. I always do up close eye pictures, up close face pictures sometime after the video goes up. Once the video goes up, I usually get to posting those in the week after. Also, hit subscribe down below to see what else I do with these palettes. I will probably do a ranking video of all my Juvia's Place palettes once I finish using them. I have one more after this one, but that might not be till later on in the year, so it may not be till later on in the year that I do the ranking. But I will be doing it. I may even do a multi-palette bingo with the 4 little mini palettes. I don't know. So hit subscribe to see that. Also hit subscribe to see I've got my colour series coming up next week. Yes. I think I'm doing a get ready with me as well. I think so. As far as I can remember. I don't know. I'm kind of pre-filming, so I'm not sure. Let's see how we get on with look number 1. Okay guys, so let's get into look number 1 using the Mauves palette from Juvia's Place. I'm definitely going to be using the bright purple that we didn't use in the first impressions. And I might just use this little quad here of colours, just to get a nice purple pink kind of look out of it. Might use this on the inner corner, lid, and then in the crease and lower lash line. My skin is already on, my brows are already on, and my eyeshadow primer is on. It's all listed down below so you can see there what I use, like always. So let's get started. I'm going to use my V Cosmetics brush. I'm going to use a few of them here, but they have no names on them. There's no names on any of them. So this is the biggest brush in this set, which I will be using in a few minutes, but I'm going to start with the slightly smaller, fluffy, like rounded dome brush. It's just smaller than the bigger one, so I just want to start with that to be a bit more precise. And we're going to start with the darkest colour, just to see how impactful, because the first time I used it, I put down the pink first. I just want to see how impactful this can get on its own, and then I'll use the pink to blend it out. But we're not going to go like crazy with how far out. We're going to bring this shade first. We'll use the pink for that part. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my god. Okay. I'm surprised. I don't know why I thought it was going to be less than that, but whoa. Fun. So I'm just taking that on the outer corner first. And then I'm just bringing that in to the crease about halfway across. For now, we can add more if we want to. Just going to make sure that we're all lovely and even everywhere, but it's very pigmented. That's such a beautiful colour. That's like my favourite kind of like purple sort of tone. I love it. It's such a berry colour. I like it. So now what I'm going to do is take the matte pink, this guy here, and we're going to take that on the bigger fluffy brush. Just a little bit, because I know that this one is pigmented. I already know that. Just a little bit at a time. Tap off your brush, and we're just going to go in and soften all the edges. We're going to bring this colour in. We're going to kind of use that to pull all the colours into the inner crease a little bit more, so it just fades off nicely in there, and just start fluffing that around the edge all across. You can always add more of the darker purple if you want to. I'm not going super wingy with this. I mean, it's kind of going in a little bit of that shape, but that's mostly my eye shape, like my outer corner doing that. But I do want to be a bit more rounded than my last look. Okay, so now we're going back into that super dark shade. I'm so happy with the blend on this. It's actually so pretty. I know the crease is similar to the one I did in my first impressions. It's the same 2 colours, just a different shape. But yeah, I'm loving it. I love how dark that went on originally. But I'm taking that same darker shade on a really, really small, teeny weeny brush, and we're just going to run this about 2/3 of the way across the lower lash line. Make sure you're connecting it out here, most important. And just get it really close to your lashes as well. But just leave a gap on the inner part because I want to add a different shadow there. Okay, so then back into the pink. And I'm taking this on a 219 brush from MAC, just a little pencil brush. We're just going to use that to blend out that purple that's on the lower lash line. And just go kind of on it, a little bit over the edge of it though, just to really get in there and buff out that edge, and keep going until you're happy. Obviously, like always, don't have to go as thick as I do. I like it quite thick on my lower lash line because I have a lot of lower lash line space going this way. I can take a good bit of colour down there. Okay, I accidentally blended in a little bit too far. Well, it's not really that I blended in, I was smudging it and the colour stuck in there from that pink, but that's fine. We have glitter primer for that reason. The shimmer will still go on top of that where I want to put it. So I'm going to take my glitter primer, my Too Faced Glitter Insurance, taking a little bit on the back of my hand. This is also a V Cosmetics brush, just one of the flat little brushes. Any flat synthetic brush will do. And we're just going to pick up some of that glitter primer and press it over the lid. So in this palette, the lighter pink that I used in my first impressions, the shimmers, and the one I'm going to put in my inner corner, that one is more like a sparkly kind of topper. It has a bit of base pigment, but it's more of a topper. Where this one here that I'm going to use on my lid, the more purpley one, is more of a standard shimmer, like metallic shimmer. I wouldn't say it's super foiled or anything like that. I definitely wouldn't say it's a satin finish or anything like that. It's just your standard shiny shimmer, not too chunky or sparkly. And then just taking whatever's left on that little brush of the glitter primer and just press that on the two inner corners on the lower lash line. Then with that same brush, just wiped it off a little bit. I'm going to go in to the purple, the shimmery purple. Taking some of that and just press that over where we applied the glitter primer. Oh, the colour of that is stunning. It's not the flashiest of shimmers in the world, but it's definitely shimmery. There is some fallout from this shade. Nothing major, nothing that's not able to handle. It's more fallout than some of the other palettes, and the chocolate palette had some fallout as well. Out of this shimmer has more fallout. But I think that's just the nature of this kind of shimmer. It's not a foil, so there's not as much binder, but it's nothing that can't be cleaned up. Like, I can put a bit extra concealer on, it's fine. Okay, I just tidied up a little bit under the eyes just to get rid of any pinkiness that was down there. Now I'm going to take the super sparkly duochrome pinky greeny kind of colour. Going to take that, where's my little brush? I'm just going to take it on this sleek little flat brush. It's nothing spectacular, it's just a flat brush. I'm just going to take some of that on that brush, pick up some. Like I said before in my first impressions, this is the kind of colour where it kind of is better put on with your fingers. Or you could spray your brush. I don't always do that. I don't really like doing that. But what I do always do, even if I'm going to use my finger, is use the brush, get the colour on where you want it to be. Even if it's just a sheer wash of it, just get like all your blending done with your brush. And then press over top where you want the most impact with your finger. That way you get the most impact, but your blend is still there. So I have it on, but I do want a little bit more impact. I've done all my blending, I've blended all my edges, blended it into all the other colours that's on my eyes. But I want more impact right on the inner corner. So I'm just going to take my baby finger, swish it into the product a little bit, pick a little bit up there. And we're just going to press that where I want the most to be. And instantly get that impact straight away. You can always press it on and then blend it out with a brush as well if you wanted to. It's basically the same idea, it's just whichever way you prefer. I always prefer the brush first, just so I know then where I want my impact to be. Okay, so that's that done. It looks like fairy dust and I love it. It's funny because I'm actually watching Once Upon a Time. Every time I go off camera to do the other eye, I have that playing in the background. So yeah, it's all about magic and fairy dust, so it's fun. I am going to jump off. I'm going to finish off the eyes. I'll do some sort of a liner. I don't know if I'm going to do a wing liner because I kind of like the rounded shape we have going on here. I will do my cheeks, my lips, and then I'll come back and show you what I use on the rest of my face. Alright guys, so this is how I have finished off the rest of the face. I cut my hair back because I really like these hairbands that kind of give you the little, like, rose in your hair. I think they're really cute. It's cute. I like it. I don't know. And plus it keeps everything on my face, and I could have done my makeup with it on, so it was great. I didn't do any liner or upper lash line, like I said, because I wanted it to be still quite rounded and soft and smoky. So all I did for liner was use my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in the shade Tornado. Super deep, aubergine purple. You've probably seen me use it a million times. It's beautiful, and it just adds a bit of smokiness down to the lower lash line. It's a bit of a cooler purple than what we have going on, but once I put it on, it blends right in and kind of just makes it more smoky, so it's grand. My mascara is my current mascara, the Clinique Lash Power Mascara. It's my little mini one that I have, and I've just popped that on my pop and bottom. Top and bottom lashes, Jesus. And then I used my Violet Voss Wisp or Wisp Out You lashes. They're super nice. Give a nice bit of featheriness on the end, nothing too sharp or anything like that. Again, giving all that nice soft smoky kind of effect to the eye. Then onto cheeks, I use my Benefit Dallas bronzer. It's just a very soft, kind of cooler brown tone. I just use that to kind of contour around my cheeks. I don't know if people use that as a bronzer, like I've said before. Some people probably use it as a blusher. I use that as a bronzer. And then my blush is the MAC Peachykeen blush. It's kind of like the NARS Orgasm kind of style blush where it's a bit of a pinky peach and it has a gold shimmer running through it. But I just think it's a perfect amount of colour on my cheeks. You can go quite heavy with it, so just be careful with it, but it's a really nice colour. Just give a bit of warmth. Then my actual highlight then is the Double Gleam Extra Dimension Skin Finish from MAC. Love this. Oh, mine is falling out. Super nice, pearly, kind of sheen, great for pale skin if you're looking for a highlight for pale skin to give that nice bright beaming sort of look without looking too icy, silvery or darker gold or anything like that. Still has a little bit of warmth in it. And then my lips are the, let me see, Soar Lip Pencil from MAC. Just a little bit of pink, you know, nice soft mauvey rosy kind of pink is what we were going for to kind of match the eyes. My lipstick then is the matte lipstick from NYX in the shade Natural, I think it's called. Again, it's that My Lips But Better kind of look. It's a little bit pinker than My Lips, but it's that kind of vibe. It's a weird formula. I've never actually worn this formula yet. Weird formula. It's matte. Your lips can move around, but they kind of almost feel like they're sticking together, but they're not sticking together. It's not uncomfortable. It's fine. Just very strange. I just wasn't prepared for it. I don't know. I don't mind it though. I kind of like it. Then my gloss on top just to cool it down a smidge because it was a little bit on the warm side and it is a more mauvey tone, purpley kind of toned eye. I use my MAC Cream Sheen Glass in the shade Japanese Spring. I don't know if you can actually still get this anymore, but something like, I'm pretty sure it's called Pagoda from MAC. Anything that kind of colour, that's what I popped on top. Just to give a bit of gloss and put on a little bit more cool tone as well. So yeah, that is my face. Alrighty guys, so that is the first look using the Mauves palette from Juvia's Place. I'm loving the palette, as I've probably said before. I think it's my second favourite palette out of the four anyway. I will rank all of my Juvia's Place palettes at some point this year. But yeah, I'm loving it so far. I love this look. I think it's so fun. Super smoky, but still colourful. There's a bit of colour there. I like it. So let's see how we get on for look number 2. Okay guys, so let's get into look number 2. Today I'm going to be doing a halo eye. We're going to be using the 2 more neutral colours in the matte shades and then this guy on the centre of the lid just to get some sort of a, you know, bit more neutral, but we have that little pop of sparkly unicorn shimmer. Already on my skin, I've got all my skin stuff, including my bronzer as well, because it was a cream bronzer and I wanted to do it before I set my makeup, but then I also wanted to set my makeup, so I did that first. I did my brows and my eyeshadow primer. It's all listed down below. So we're going to start with a 221 brush from MAC. This is just a skinny, fluffy brush, and I'm going to take the deeper of the neutral shades, and we're just going to get going on it and pop that all into the outer corner mostly. Starting out there. Oh, that does go dark because I haven't actually used this on its own. Yes, that's exactly what we want. We want it to be nice and deep. Obviously with the other one, like I did in my first look, I used that first well. It's more purple. There's more actual colour in it, where this has a bit more of a neutralness to it. It's like a mauve more so than an actual like dark purple colour, where the other one has a lot more purple in it. Or more of a berry tone really. I'm also popping some of that on the inner corner. Bringing it into the crease a little bit, but I'm not going to let them touch just yet. I will later on probably as I'm blending. But we're just going to leave a bit of a gap just to really emphasize that halo shape. Okay, and then once we have that done, I'm going to go into the lighter kind of peachy, I wouldn't even say it was peachy pink, it's definitely more of like just a rosy pink. And we're going to pick that up on a 224 brush from MAC, just their big fluffy brush, whatever big fluffy brush you have. And we're just going to go and use that to blend out the edges of this. So I'm just going in and like buffing through the edge with that colour. I'm also taking that on this inner part in here, and you can always re-intensify your other colours. But with this shade and whatever is left on the brush, I'm just going to slowly drag in between. So we're not using the darker shade to connect them, it's more this colour. Just going back in with that darker shade that we use with the same 221 brush, and then just re-intensify where we may have lost a little bit of colour. Okay, so I've blended it out a good bit. Like, you don't have to bring it up as high as I did, but I quite like that look on my eyes. I have the space for it, I might as well use it. So we're going to go back in with that darkest shade. This is a BH Cosmetics Rose Gold number 10 brush. It's just a small little pencil brush, whatever pencil brush you want to use. Pick up a little bit of that darker shade, and we will just use this on the lower lash line. But I'm going to do like the repeat of what we're doing on top. So we're going to do 1/3 out here. Just in as far as, like, when you're looking straight ahead where your iris starts, that's as far in as I want to go with it. Connecting the outer corner as well, very important, making sure you're getting that area. Pick up a little bit more. You can use a smaller brush if you want to, like an angle brush or something like that. And then take that on the inner part of the lower lash line. Again, as you're looking straight ahead, where it meets the iris, that's where you're going to stop. Just make sure you leave a gap right in the middle, just to match the top. Okay, and then I have this like super teeny weeny little brush here. This is a mini shading brush from Real Techniques, and I just got it in a little travel set thing that I got ages ago. We're gonna go back in with that warmer kind of mauvey shade, the lighter shade that we used to blend, and we're gonna use that to blend on the lower lash line. So just taking it along the edges of the purple we just used, and blow that out as far down as you want to, and we're going to do the same on the inner part as well. Again, you don't have to go down as far as I do, especially on this inner corner. Some people might not like it. You can skip that altogether. You can just do it on the outer corner if you want to. It's all up to yourself. Alrighty, so a little bit of glitter primer. I have some on the back of my hand, and just my NYX glitter primer. I'm taking that on a 239 brush. That's just going to go onto the center of the lid just for our shimmers. Then we're going to go into our beautiful pinky greeny kind of duochrome shade here. I'm going to take that on the center of the lid because this will give us a super beaming highlight in the center. I don't know if I said, I popped a little bit of that glitter primer in the center on my lower lash line as well, just whatever was left on the brush. And we're just going to pick up this, get it on with the brush, but like I said before, this kind of color is better with your fingers, so I will press over with my fingers just to get the impact. But I just want to go in and get my blend and my placement on with the brush. Oh, it's such a pretty shimmer. It's so pretty. I'm also taking a little bit on the very tip of the brush and press that on the center of the lid there. Or of the lower lash line, sorry. Just to get that nice bit of shimmer down there as well. Kind of looks like pinky unicorn teardrops. I love it. So that's how it looks like without me pressing anything on the eye with my finger. Obviously you can I could happily leave it like that, but I want more impact, so I'm going to go in and press some of it on just to get a little bit extra. That's the difference there. It just has that little bit extra in your face. Okay, so last little step, we're going to keep with that same colour and the same brush, and we're just going to pop a bit of that on the inner corner, kind of like what we did in the first look, just because it matches, we might as well, why not? And just take a bit of that and just go in. I may not even go in with my finger in the inner corner. I just want to give it a little wash of this in here just for a bit matchy. Alrighty guys, so that is the eyes done for shadows. I'm going to jump off. I'm going to do my lashes, going to finish off my cheeks, do a lip. I'm probably going to do a darker kind of lip, berry kind of lip, I think, just for a bit of grunge. And yeah, I'll come back and let you know what I used on my face. Alright guys, so this is how we finish off the look. I told you I was going to go dark with my lip. I love it. I just felt like it. I think these kind of mauvey sort of tones work well with this sort of a lip. Berry tones kind of matches my dress. Yeah, I'm really liking it. I feel super vampy, super a bit badass. Yeah, not gonna lie, I can't help but feel badass with a dark lip on. I love it. So let me quickly go through everything that I used on my face. To finish off the eyes, I didn't do any liner on the upper lash line to keep that nice rounded shape we have going on with the halo shape, and I just used on my waterline the shade Empire, which is just a really, really dark purple, just on my waterline, just to give it a little bit of darkness, a bit more smokiness. Helps with the whole vamp sort of vibe. Then my mascara is my Clinique Lash Power mascara, my little bad boy here, really nice, liking that. Then we've got the BH Cosmetics false lashes in the style N105. That's the box. They're like $3.50 on Beauty Bay, so get on them. They're super kind of choppy, bit longer in the middle than the outer corner. Again, they keep that nice rounded shape and kind of give me that like sleepy kind of eye, which I really like as well. Then for my cheeks, I already had it on at the beginning, was a bit of bronzer. This is my Huda Beauty Tan Tour Contour and Bronzing Cream in the shade Fair. Just a cream, I just buffed it through the hollows of my face, like my cheekbones, or my cheeks, the hollows of my cheeks, temple, forehead, down the sides of my nose, all that kind of jazz. Like normal, nothing new there. Then my blush, I use this guy. This is the NARS Dual Intensity Blush in the shade Fervor. And I used the darker, this guy here, out of it, just to keep with that kind of mauvey sort of tone. And then my highlight is actually a cream. This is the cream color base in Luna from MAC. You can see mine is very well loved. One of my favourite products ever. I don't use a whole lot on my channel. I don't know why. But I use it today. I adore it. I need to bust it out more again. Love it. So I just popped that on with my fingers. And then my lips, very simple, was my sleek twist up lip pencil in the shade Current. I feel like I wore this not that long ago. But yeah, use that to line my lips. But it's actually a bit lighter than the lip product that I have on me right now. And the lip product I have on me right now is the Essence Butter Stick Pencil Lipstick kind of jazz. It doesn't really say. It's in the shade Berry Gold. But it's like one of these guys where it like twists up. It's super creamy and melty. So it's a bit messy, but the colour is beautiful. I love it. Alrighty guys, so that is it for our 2 looks 1 palette using the Mauves palette. I think now that I've used all 4 palettes, I think I love the chocolate one is probably my number 1 and this is definitely my number 2. It's such a stunning little six pan. I don't know what the word is for 6, but 6 pan. And I just think it's so, I don't know, I keep looking at myself. I just really like how this makeup turned out. And I think you can get a bit of colour in it. There is a bit more variety in this palette because you can go a bit more purple, you can go a bit more neutral if you want to. Where with the other ones, I feel like you're either going to go like taupe or brown or pink. But you can get a little bit something out of it. It's still mauve, it's still that kind of colour story, but it's a little bit interesting as well. If you like this look, then give me a big thumbs up down below. It's the quickest, simplest and easiest way to give me a little bit of support, get my video around more places, and give me a little boost to do more things on my channel. Also hit subscribe down below to see more 2 looks 1 palettes, 3 looks 1 palettes, colour series, up close collections. I'm going to be doing get ready with me's, all the jazz. I'll probably do ranking videos, I'll probably do tag videos. I don't know if I'm going to do any Lush videos because I can't go into store. And I like going into store to buy my Lush. I'm not sure. I will be doing it like towards the end of the year. I'll definitely be doing it towards the end of the year for my Halloween and Christmas, but I don't know about during the year. We'll see. Unless they have a massive launch. And also, let me know in the comments, which look did you prefer? Did you prefer first impressions look? Did you prefer the first look or the second look of this video? I don't know what I like best. I think I might actually prefer this one of all of them. I think, especially with the lip. I mean, you can obviously do a nuder lip. I had lipstick on my teeth. You could definitely do like a nudie kind of lip or just a softer kind of berry tone. But that wasn't for me today. I love this. I think this is my favourite one. But I love a halo eye. I just love a halo eye. So yes, this is my favourite. Also, don't forget to check out my Instagram down below. Pictures of this for my eyes and the full face will be posted there sometime after the video goes live. You can see that on my Instagram. And help me vote for my next swatch video on my IGTV as well, on my stories. So yes, I will see you in the next video, guys.